All right, it's a new day on the build, and yesterday we got a lot done. We finished up these boxes, which are going to be my bench, as I mentioned before. 18.5 inches tall, 17 inches wide, which will fit my little cushions that I have. I bought in Austin, Texas. So we reinforced the walls with these little pieces of wood around the bottom also, so it's nice and sturdy. So I have 3 of those. Upon trying to put the hinges on yesterday, though, I started pushing through the wood. So this little tiny screw is just a little bit too, I mean, look at just the tiniest bit too long, and it's gonna mess up my lid. So I'm off to Home Depot this morning to get a different screw and see if I can find one small enough that won't fall through the top of the hinge here. So I'm off to do that. When I say Home Depot, it's kind of like in the South when people say they're going to go get a Coke. At least when I lived there, this is what they'd say. I'm going to get a Coke doesn't mean they're going to get the brand of Coke. They're just going to get a soda, whatever kind they want. So I don't know if I'll end up there or if I'll end up at the other hardware store. It will just depends on lines and stuff. So anyway, I'm off to do that today, and then I'll put the lids on the boxes and figure out my situation inside the van with how they're going to be laid out. So I'll get to it. Okay, I'm back from Home Depot, and this was a 5/8 screw, and so I bought this box of 1/2 inch. Looks about the same, so I'm hoping that they work out great. So I'm going to get to putting all these hinges on. Gosh, I hope I have enough hinges. Anyway, if not, I got to go back to the hardware store, which, you know what, it takes a couple trips a day, it seems, to finish these projects. All right, I'm going to do it on time lapse. I'll get to it. Dang it. Got the hinges all screwed on so beautifully, and then I go over here to check the lid, and look, our lovely little support pieces of wood are in the way. Dang it. So now I have to adjust that. I'm just going to move the hinges over closer to the center because I am not taking these pieces of wood out. They've been nailed in like 100 times. So I'll just have to move those hinges and try again. Okay, so I got the screws in now around the wood there, and I'll go ahead and screw the top this into the base of the wall of the box now. And then my box lid should work. Here's fingers crossed. Simple things, I tell ya. Okay, remember, like I said at the beginning, I'm a novice to all this, and so I get to learn as I go. So hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes. So apparently I need to measure the width of the board before I put, and then adjust the lid. So I need to measure in this far on the lid, and that's where I put my hinge, not right flush against the wood here, because look, there's like a gap at the back, and the front hangs over, which actually I'm okay with because it's easier to lift that up. So maybe this isn't a mistake. I would like that gap to not be there though, because I wouldn't want dust and stuff getting in it, or dirt or whatever. So I think I'm gonna have to adjust that again and try another lid. All right. Here goes nothing. Okay, welcome back. Another day on the build. Today I am working on the boxes that we made the other day, and I need to create a space in the, well, no, I don't need to create a space. The space is already created. I need to create a piece of wood here to cover the space. So I'm going to do that today on both sides. I actually was thinking I might leave this space open though down here, and I could put like cookie sheets or something small and slender in there. So I'm going to utilize that space beside the bed front and the box. So I'm going to get to that. It's just a lot of small cuts and measuring, and then I'll, you know, nail it all down, screw it down, caulk it, and paint it, sand the boxes and paint them. So here I have my sheet of measurements, and I'm going to use this paneling, but on the other side, just something light. It's really just kind of cosmetic to fill in that gap. So I'm not needing anything real structural. So I'll get to that. Okay.